This is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here planning for the week of October 27th through November 2nd. This is in my B&R Paper Crafts Plan B planner. This week I'm using this kit from Lovely Planner blog. Honestly, don't remember what it's called, but it'll be down below. But it's a super cute kit with kind of like punny, spooky related things going on here. And I love the use of the pink and the purple kind of mixed in with the orange. I think it's super fun. So I'm going to be using this. I did pull in a few extras to go along with it. I have a violet zebra mile liner for writing the dates and whatever on the top. I have these two washies that I believe are both from Daiso at different times. I only need two because these are happy planner length, so that should be plenty. And then I have these two other ones for the bottom washi. This one with the hollow foil is from Simply Gilded. This one I got as a gift a long time ago. I think it might be from Meyer, actually. But I thought that they would also go pretty well with the kit, and I feel like the gems kind of fit with the vibes. So I'm excited for that. I'm gonna put all of this stuff down, and then I will be back so that we can do the interesting bits. All right, here's where we are at so far. I realized I actually don't need a second washi in the middle, so I'm just doing the single one. Sorry, my cat's being crazy in the background, but the wiggle and twerk looks super cute. I love that there's like a little orange in the undertones of this particular washi because it goes really well with the kit, so that makes me happy. Speaking of the kit, these two are gonna go on Tuesday and Saturday because I just feel like that's always where I put these like weird kind of boxes. So then I feel like I have, in my mind, these two and these two go together, even though I don't actually think that they do the best. Maybe these two and these two should go together, and then that leaves these two as the other kind of like odd ones out, as it were. I do kind of want a quote box here, so that makes me feel like that's what I should use. So then if I use a quote box, I kind of want to use this one as the quote box up here. There we go. Which puts the Mean Ghouls one as my main quote box, or my main box over here on Thursday. I'm just running everything through the middle because these boxes are so long. Then I feel like the obvious choice is to put these two next. But do I want one of these, like the rest of the quotes in the middle so that Friday can have a quote? I think I do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this one on Friday. Hopefully I cut these reasonably straight, so when I lay them down, they look reasonably straight. Not perfect, but close enough, I guess. All right, if I can get this one up, this will then go on Wednesday. There we go. So then I have these two. I'm not sure what order they should go in. I think I'm gonna put this one on Tuesday. It throws me off a little because these are like the only boxes that are brightly colored. But I think this separates out the ghosties the best. This one will have a 'Tis the Season. So that seems cute. And then I think I'm gonna put this Frappuccino or whatever it is. Iced coffee, maybe? I don't know. I did a terrible job cutting this, apparently. Because getting it to let go is very challenging. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna stick this one on Monday. I feel like we need the caffeine on Monday, right? And then that leaves this cute little like retro vibes box here on Sunday. All right, that looks super cute, honestly. And then I'm gonna take the weekend banner, if I can get it to let go successfully. I'm gonna stick that down here at the bottom. That's looking super cute. Moving on to the sidebar. I think I have space for all 3 habit trackers. I don't strictly need 3 habit trackers. I mean, technically, I don't really need any of them, to be honest. I manage okay without a habit tracker here, but I like them and I think they're cute. And I want to use them, so I'm going to. So I'm going to stick these down. I'm trying to get this like, so that overall it's straight. Even if each individual one is not perfect. There we go. That looks a little better at least. And then this one. There we go. I do have some stickers over here on the side. Oh no, some of these pages are starting to fall apart because these are like very cheap. I think I'm gonna use this color. These are from Piper Paper Company, Jessica Erin Designs. I don't think she's currently open. We're gonna use one of those. For social media, and then let's see, I also want to track movement. Oh, this one will go pretty well. Here's a Chasing Chelsea little sneaker that will go pretty well. And then my third one is going to be reading. This is like a book, but that's like too bright, I think. What other? All right, I'm going to use this one from the Prairie Planner. I honestly forgot I had some of these, so great to be using them. So that covers all of that, and then I'm going to take the meal planner. I'm going to put that in, and that pretty much covers the side. So that turned out pretty perfect. Okay, moving on to the daily plans. I'm not going to use most of this stuff right now. That's going to come in later when I actually implement whatever I do. So first off, I have these Creative Cavern Studio flat lays. And I'm going to use these to mark work. I thought I had purple, but I have this kind of bluish color. And then I think I can throw green in. And then I need I think I'm going to use this orange, and then I need maybe like a light pink. I'm just going to stick those on my hand so that I don't have to refind this later. Also on Monday, I have my plan with me going up. So I'm going to use these Piper Paper Company little camera decos. I'm going to, again, stick on my hand for the other half of the week so that I don't have to find these again. And then that's all I've got for Monday. Tuesday, first up, I have this old Happy Planner seasonal book, and I want to choose something to kind of like fill in that space. If this pumpkin would be cute, but it's not really the right color. I could pull in a couple of these little candy corns. A lot of the stuff for the fall in here is in red, which is not the color I need. I think I'm going to take this guy that says love, and then this guy that's a little bat. There, that kind of fills in the rest of the space pretty well. We'll come back to that later. And then also on Tuesday, I do have curling. So I pulled out all these like Shine Sticker Studio books that I have that I've just been hanging on to. Let me see if I can find something that seems appropriate for curling. I could use a little broom if I can find one by itself. There's like this, but like that's a little big. All right, I pulled those out and I was so excited, but I don't think they will actually end up working. So instead I'm gonna go back to this seasonal book, and I'm going to find, I have orange that would work. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a spring color palette that would work too. I don't think so. That would be too logical, because this pink is like so pink. I just want like this nice light little pink. Apparently not possible. Yeah, okay, I think those are all too bright. So I'm just gonna pull in a couple from these, and I'm just gonna use this guy, like so. All right, that's not totally straight. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. All right, got nothing planned for Wednesday. Moving on to the second half of the week. I'm gonna stick down the rest of my little work guys. I have curling in the evening. And then Friday, I'm gonna post some video, which by the time you see this, you'll know what it is. I don't know what it is as of while I'm filming this. And then the weekend, I've got nothing planned. So that part went pretty fast. I think this is where we're at for pre-planning. I definitely still have a good amount left in the kit that I will pull in during the week. But stick around for just a second and you can see the finished spread. All right, here is the finished spread. I'm gonna give it a little wiggle and a twerk. There is some foiling on here for sure, not a ton. I did use the kit pretty well. I have a few things left, as usually happens with these lovely planner blog kits, but not a ton. So that's gonna go in my stack of things that need to get put into my stash. If I don't mention it, it did come from that kit from Lovely Planner Blog. But the pen is a Zebra Mild Liner. This top washi is from Daiso. The bottom washi, the top one is from Simply Gilded. The bottom one, I'm not really sure. I got gifted it. Maybe Meyer from several years ago. Not totally sure. Over on the side, this is from Jessica Aaron. This is from Chasing Shells, and this one's from the Prairie Planner. All these little flat lays are from Creative Cavern Studio, and the little cameras are also one of those Piper Paper Company, Jessica Aaron kinds of things. This love and this bat, this one's attached to the page, but this bat and this little love are from the Happy Planner, as is this little exclamation point. and then the other one over here. And then the car is from the sticker patch. And I think everything else came from the kit. So I think overall a pretty good use. Oh, and this pumpkin spice everything is also from the Happy Planner. So I think it turned out pretty cute, fun, definitely unusual colors for Halloween, but I do really like the vibes and I like how funny it is. Definitely a fun kit for this week. So that's all I have for today. As always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know how your week went down below, or if you don't have anything that you want to leave me a little ghost emoji to say hi. I would love to hear from you. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. You'll see in progress and finished spreads. I tag the shops on Instagram. I include them in addition to a description in the alt text on Blue Sky. Also show you bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.